before you close your eyes tonight, take a deep breath. Let me tell you a gentle, peaceful story. A story that will fill your heart with hope. It's not just any story. It's a message from Jesus himself. A message so powerful, it can change the way you see your life. So turn down the lights, snuggle under your covers, and listen closely. Because what you're about to hear might be small like a mustard seed, but it holds the secret to growing your faith and feeling God's love, even while you sleep. And if you love hearing stories like this every night, don't forget to follow our page for more peaceful moments with Jesus. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and olive trees, the sun dipped gently below the horizon, casting a warm orange glow over the land. The village children played in the dusty streets while their parents finished the day's work. In one small house near the edge of the village, a little boy named Levi lay in bed, wide-eyed and restless. Levi couldn't sleep. He had heard whispers in the town square. People were talking about a man named Jesus who was coming through the village. They said he could heal the sick, calm storms, and even raise the dead. Levi's heart was full of wonder, but also a little doubt. His mother came and sat beside his bed, brushing his curls from his forehead. "Can't sleep, my sweet boy?" Levi shook his head. "Is Jesus real? And if he is, why would he care about someone like me?" His mother smiled softly and whispered, "Let me tell you a story Jesus once shared with the people." She began. One day, a large crowd gathered to listen to Jesus speak. He looked at them with love in his eyes and said, "The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed." Levi blinked. "A mustard seed? But those are so small." "Yes," his mother said. Jesus knew exactly what he was saying. He held a tiny seed between his fingers and continued, "Though it is the smallest of all seeds, when it grows, it becomes the largest of garden plants and becomes a tree, so that birds come and make nests in its branches." Levi closed his eyes, imagining the seed pushing through the soil, growing taller and taller, stretching its branches toward the sky. Birds chirped and rested in the cool shade. "But what does that mean?" Levi asked. "It means," his mother whispered, "that even the smallest amount of faith, just a tiny seed, is enough to move mountains if you believe." Jesus was telling them that God sees even the tiniest acts of trust, kindness, or hope, and he uses them to grow something bigger than we could ever imagine. Levi turned on his side, his heart filling with warmth. "So, I don't have to be someone important for Jesus to care about me." "No, Levi," his mother said gently. "Jesus sees your heart. He sees when you help your sister, or when you say a prayer, or even when you just think about him. Every small thing is like planting a mustard seed, and he will make it grow." As the stars began to sparkle outside, Levi imagined planting tiny seeds, his prayers, his kindness, his quiet belief, and watching them become trees that reach toward heaven. "Will I see Jesus tomorrow?" Levi asked, his voice already drifting into sleep. "Maybe," his mother said. "But even if you don't see him with your eyes, if you believe in your heart, he is already with you." And with that, Levi finally closed his eyes, resting in the gentle truth that the Savior of the world cared for even the smallest child, with the smallest seed of faith. The wind whispered softly through the window, carrying with it peace and the unseen presence of the one who had spoken of mustard seeds. As you sleep tonight, remember, you don't need to be the strongest. You don't need to have all the answers. Even the smallest faith, just like a tiny mustard seed, can move mountains when you trust in Jesus. He sees you, he hears your prayers, He loves your heart exactly the way it is. And if this story brought peace to your heart, imagine what tomorrow night's story will bring. So before you close this video, do one small thing. Follow our page for more bedtime stories filled with love, faith, and the comforting voice of Jesus. And don't forget to like, share, and comment your country name so we know where you're listening from. Jesus is with you, always.